All right. Well, cooking conspiracy and we're in our home kitchen. So, what we're trying to do, we're cooking from recipe book, Gordon Ramsay's book, Quick and Delicious, sticky pork with Asian greens. Not sure what that means, but we'll see if I can do it. And then we're gonna follow that up with a banana split. That's somewhere in the back. So this is what we're going to try to duplicate, but let's get started. So step one, preheat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We're not going to do that quite yet. Well, actually we will because it doesn't hurt. Got my wiener dog assistant with me today. Actually, two of them. All right, oven's preheated. Preheating at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Cool. So, and the whole point of this book is it's supposed to be 30 minutes or less. I highly doubt that I will make this in 30 minutes or less, but it's alright. So let's get started. We need to make our marinade. So, apparently, the longer you leave your pork in the marinade, the better it'll be, but being that we will I'm losing my train of thought. My apologies, team. But we're going to marinate the pork very briefly, and then we're going to finish it on in the oven with the marinade poured on top. So we're going to bake it with marinade on. So I'm not going to stress too hard about it. Got these pork chops. I'm going to trim the fat off here real quick. And that will be some beautiful lard. I don't know what I'm going to use that for, but I'll use that for something for later. So, cooking, it helps to stay organized, keep your area clean as you go. So this is going to be my trash plate that I'll throw over there. But I'm definitely saving this pig fat for something. This is what we're going for, so sticky pork with Asian greens. Alright, so I gotta make a marinade here first here. So, 2 garlic cloves crushed. Alright, I can do that. That's pretty easy. Welcome back to the synth. How you doing? Oh, these are big girthy cloves, but not exactly what I was hoping for, but they'll work. So let's just use the 2 biggest. No runts in the lid there this time. So let's give it a good crunch and get the peel out of there. Into the trash bowl. Get the peels out of the way here. I know there's a lot going on here. Sorry. Alright, so 2 garlic cloves crushed. To give them a quick little dice here, since it's going to be a quick marinade. Not small enough that they'll burn when I cook them in the oven, but expose some of that surface area. Goes. Let's see what else do we got going in there. tablespoon of rice vinegar. Recipe calls for rice wine, but the store didn't have it. So, guess what? Rice vinegar has got to be close enough to the same thing, right? I mean, wine and vinegar aren't really that different. Actually, a tablespoon of this, and it goes. Grab my paper towel here, that'll help out. So we got that. Let's see what's next. 2 tablespoons of hoison. It's been a while since I've used hoison. Looks like I'm gonna have to scoop this out. So I'm gonna estimate that. Hoison, this is what makes General Tao's chicken so amazing. Looks like it's made of, a bunch of stuff: water, sugar, vinegar, soybeans, rice, caramel color, garlic, salt, sesame oil, onions, and then a bunch of stuff that I can't pronounce. We're looking for 2 tablespoons of it. 1. Okay. All right. Now, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm gonna have to find a jar for this tomorrow, or I'll get ants. Nobody wants the ants. But tablespoon of brown sugar, and it goes. What's next? Tablespoon of honey. That'll be sticky later, so I'm going to just clean that off. Some fine Freedom's Choice honey. Looks like about a tablespoon there. I need a fork or a whisk or something. Alright. Now we're just going to mix all that together. It's kind of pasty, like. So we're going to add a secret ingredient, Miller Lite. There we go. I'm bringing freedom to the people, just like that. All combined, supposed to put 5 spice powder in there, but I don't have it. But I'm going to taste adjust and add some chili powder in there as well. Yeah, sorry about the dogs barking. That's what wieners do. They bark. Pork. Put that in there. both sides. And I think I'm just going to do these 2 little pork chops here and I'll be good. So, now we wait for our oven to come up to temperature. 1222, give those a few minutes in there so it can soak up a little bit. We won't wait too long though. So what was I going to do? Now, make sure you have an oven-safe fry pan ready to go. Oven mitts that are suitable to be able to take it out of the oven. But apparently I don't have any oven mitts. What could be an issue? Kitchen towels, we gotta have them somewhere around here. That's where I put them. Alright, my oven's almost preheated. Oh, welcome back, 8 a.m. Hub. Slurred speech. That's my favorite slur, buddy. Keep it PG, you know. Alright. Oven's ready to go. Let's look what the sauce calls for the vegetables. Tablespoon of oil. 2 tablespoons of water. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Alright, well, I'm not going to bother measuring that out ahead of time. Don't leave your book on the stove, otherwise it might catch on fire. Wouldn't it be cool? Let's go ahead, preheat this pan over medium heat. You know, it's hanging in there. Hanging in there. Back in the kitchen. I guess this is baby bok choy, I think. That'll be the vegetable along with snow peas. And for those, we'll also need a hot skillet, but we'll see. Sure, Gordon Ramsay. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Yes, I'm on a diet. And the recipe calls for water, so I like to have my ingredients nearby. Anyways, what do you have against Miller Lite? Miller Lite tastes delicious. I'm just going to pretend I washed these. I'll be fine. Actually, I think I got some broccoli in the refrigerator as well. Just burning time. I want to let that marinade soak for at least 5 minutes. It really doesn't matter. The longer the better. Well, I'll have you know, I'm in deep talks to get sponsored by Miller Lite. But we'll settle for a sponsorship from Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'll sell my soul for that. Got some pork chops marinating here. Hoisin honey, rice vinegar, brown sugar, Miller Lite, of course. You know, that's part of the marinade. And a little bit of chili powder. I was going to use these peppers, but, you know, if I was letting them sit in longer, I would use these. But since this is going to be a quickie, I used powder so it distributed evenly. Doesn't really have time to soak in all the way. Well, that's okay. That's okay. So we're going to get that pan nice and hot. These coil stoves suck, you know. You never want to get one of these coiled stoves. Yeah, I think we're getting close, though. Alright, got some avocado oil, and it goes. Glistening, that's good to go. Now, I'm going to get as much of the, get rid of that marinade because that's sugar. There's a lot of sugar in it, so I don't want it to be too much of a sticky mess, but get as much as you can off it. Let it away from you in the oil. Same thing with the other one. Oh yeah, you need a splatter guard. I mean, always use protection. All right. That prevents accidents. You're gonna give these about a minute each side. Oh, yes. Smells like your... Give it another minute. Notice how easy that pork slides around that stainless pan. The key to that is to just preheat your pan properly. Pull those off the heat. And just pour that marinade into the pan with them. Now we're going to stick it in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes. I'm going to go for 8. First time doing this, and I don't want food poisoning, so. Perfect. Meanwhile, got the pork going. Neighbors just got home. So so let's get this skillet. The recipe calls for using a wok, but most of you don't have a wok, and using a wok in a home kitchen, yeah, we're just gonna stir fry in the fry pan. Got some broccoli. Let's get that cut up, ready to go. You gotta think about the order of the operations here. There we go. I'm gonna have way too much veg. Although I do love eating vegetation. You want it to be balanced. Kikino! We're going to go ahead and turn that a little bit up. What does it say about the vegetables? Alright. Heat a large dry wok until smoking hot. Add the oil and stir fry the peas for a minute. Add the bok choy with water, soy sauce, and a pinch of black pepper. So 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of water. You can do that. Let's go get some water. Pepper, I need black pepper, got that ready to go. Oh yeah, it's starting to feel pretty good. Nice warm. I don't know if the comments are working. Alright. Use some sort of oil with a high smoke point for this. I'm using avocado oil. Will work just fine. In goes some snow peas. That should be plenty. But vegetables. I won't be eating wontons all day, so we'll throw some of those in. Oh man. I see why they want you to use the wok. You're going to get some splatter. That's okay. Get the broccoli in there. That takes it can take some heat as well. Yeah, at least the stalks can, the little leaf things might burn a little bit, but that's okay. Bok choy in there. Actually, a little bit more bok choy in there. About 2 tablespoons of water, or that should be about right. hit it up with some soy, call it a tablespoon. So that's where all your salt is coming from, that soy sauce or whatever. It should give a nice, beautiful contrast to the pork. Yeah, it smells good. Get a little bit of char. Smelling good. Very, very simple. Let's take that off the heat. Turn that off because that's smoking hot. Make sure you use protection again. Pull out on time, as always. So now let's see how our pork's doing, yeah? Oh, fuck. That's what we got going on. Let's find a safe spot for that. Let's get some of that sauce on the top of the pork. But actually, to do that, just take my tongs here. Don't forget, that pan's hot. You don't want to burn yourself. That's not worth burning yourself. But, just fold the towel over a couple times and, that's good. So, alright, so we got that folded over. Let's just lay that in the sauce. And actually, I don't know why I'm doing this because I'm going to pour the sauce over it again. But I just wanted to show you what both sides of the pork looks like, right? That looks good, yeah? Let me go get a real plate because this meal deserves a real plate. This pan's still hot. Let's just get some greens on there. And just take your sauce. And just drizzle it over the top, just like that. Now, we're going to go find my steak knives. Now, if you're just serving yourself, don't bother with this step. But if you're serving other people, or you're going to try to take pictures of this for food porn, take the time just to wipe the drips off. I don't know. Plating, I got to work on that. But as you can see, pretty good. I guess we will go And nobody's really talking, so we're gonna take an intermission, and we'll come back, make a banana split later. Ooh, that was hot.